trial attorney and host of the Katie Phang Show on MSNBC. She is at the courthouse in Atlanta, the site of today's explosive testimony. Former federal prosecutor Paul Butler, law professor at Georgetown University and an MSNBC legal analyst, and Aaron Haynes, editor-in-large of the 19th and an MSNBC contributor. Katie, I will start with you. Those fireworks today were riveting to watch. Legally, what was the import?
Well, legally, what came out today was evidence. And before today, all that was going on, Joy, was innuendo, gossip, and very cruel and nasty, salacious rumors about Fani Willis and Nathan Wade. And today was put up or shut up time for the defense. The defense has the burden in this case to be able to prove that there was some type of personal financial benefit that has been derived by Fani Willis that would compromise this case. The defense also has to prove that this relationship predated when Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade was appointed to his role. But the only thing that we heard today that might even come close to helping the defense was from a former employee of the Fulton County DA's office, Robin Yurdy, also a former acquaintance and friend of Fani Willis. She testified first this morning after some legal wrangling about who was going to be called first. And she said that she believed that the personal relationship between Wade and Willis began as early as October of 2019. However, she conveniently left out, Joy, when she was initially called to testify, that she was given the option of either resigning or being fired from her job at the Fulton County DA's office, and that since she had basically resigned in 2022, she had not had any contact whatsoever with Fani Willis. But it really took Fani Willis to do the job today. We know now why a lot of defense attorneys say to go toe-to-toe with Fani Willis is a dangerous proposition for their clients. Because Fani Willis had to come in and basically say, like you played for that clip for the viewers, that she doesn't need a man to pay her bills or to give her money. She also doesn't need a man in the form of Nathan Wade to do her defense. She took the stand, waiving any objections to the subpoena that was served upon her to testify in this motion to disqualify in order to clear her name. And straight out of the gate, Joy, she made clear that the evidence would show that she was corroborating what Nathan Wade said under sworn testimony earlier, that she and Nathan Wade did not begin a personal relationship until after he had been appointed special prosecutor. Also importantly, that she pays her own way, that she has given cash to Nathan Wade to reimburse him for any type of personal trips that they have taken. So under Georgia law, Joy, quickly, you have to have an actual conflict of interest. It cannot be speculative or theoretical. And at this point, the defense has not carried its burden to prove through uncontroverted testimony or evidence that there is any conflict of interest at all.
Yeah, I think what they did prove today is that Fani Willis ain't nothing to play with. And I think Donald Trump's people should be shaking in their boots knowing they're going to have to face that on the other side of their cases. Let me play another piece of that to the point that you just made. And then I have a question for Paul. This is on whether or not she told her team about her personal relationship with Nathan Wade. Take a listen.
Is there anyone else who knew about it? And then you can explain.
I don't know. I don't think so. I certainly didn't go out telling my business to the world.
Okay, so the best of your recollection, you didn't inform anyone on the prosecution team that the individual that you had chosen to lead the prosecution team had a personal relationship with you.
So
Is that correct?
That's inaccurate. Your question is inaccurate. Because of the way you phrased the question, you said, when I chose him, I didn't inform people of a personal relationship. We have defined personal as romantic. It is an inaccurate way to state the question.
And she did that throughout. And I'm old, and I'm going to age myself. I'm old enough, Paul, to remember the O.J. Simpson case. And anybody who remembers that will note that later on, Christopher Darden, the African-American prosecutor, if you'll remember him, and there's the other lady you see, Marsha Clark, in that photo, were having a personal relationship of a romantic nature during the time they were prosecuting O.J. Simpson. I highly doubt, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, that O.J. Simpson would have had a cause of action to say throw this case out because the two of them were sleeping together. And so my question is, so what? If after he became a prosecutor on the case, they developed a personal relationship, so what?
So what indeed, Joy, because I'm even older than you. I remember that case well, and I worked as a prosecutor in 2 different offices. In both of those offices, like in many other workplaces, there were romantic relationships, stuff.
We're gonna hope that the internet has stolen Paul Butler. The internet has stolen Paul. We're gonna fix Paul Butler's audio. We're gonna